Right, so here we're going to start the recording. The first thing that we're going to work on today is our open response assessment. I don't expect this to take us very long, but if you're confused and it does, that's not a big deal, but it's fairly short. So we're going to go over it real quick. It says Unit 5 open response assessment. What we're doing is making sense of
multiplication strategy.
Okay, so it says Sophia walks to and from work. She works 48 weeks in a year. Each week she walks 27 miles. 48 weeks, 27 miles per week. Everyone understand? She used this multiplication to figure out how many miles she walks in a year. Now, what I see is that this looks a lot like partial
product.
Yeah. So what you're gonna want to look for is to make sure it looks like maybe she did them in a different order than I usually teach you to do them. But maybe you just want to make sure that what's there is supposed to be there. Sean thought Sophia was incorrect. Here is his thinking. 48 weeks is almost 50 weeks. 27 miles is almost 30 miles. 50 times 30. So she says she walks 332 miles a year. He says 50 times 30 is 1,500 miles. So what is he doing? Is he finding the exact answer?
No.
What did he do?
He estimated.
Okay, and it says that right here. What does Sean's estimate tell you about Sophia's answer? So look at what Sophia did. Look at Sean's estimate, and then tell me what Sean's estimate can tell you about Sophia and her answer. Everybody understand? Okay. This backside says, is Sophia's answer correct? That's a yes or no. If not, circle any significant errors and tell her how to correct them. So then I go back to this side, and if there's an error, I circle that. And then on the back side, if you wanted to, just solve it in partial products. Show me what she did wrong, and then show me how you should solve it, okay? Does everybody understand what I want here? Questions, comments, or concerns about the Unit 5 Open Response Super Happy Fun Time Math Jamboree? No. Okay, very good. All right, with that being said, what I'm going to do now is I want to go over your math boxes because you also have the math box preview on page 190. Because it's a preview, is this going to be graded?
No.
No, it's just showing you what's coming up next. I don't want a blank one. I didn't want math box. Not the solutions either. There we go. Excellent. People on the Zoom, can you see this okay? Or would it be better if I made it dark?
I'm just gonna use my book, so.
Okay, and you have your books, so I'll make it a little bit bigger. What Unit 6 is a lot about is it's a lot about division. And division is a lot of division is just knowing your multiplication facts. If you know your multiplication facts, you're going to be in really, really good shape. So when you look here, what they're trying to show you is if you were trying to do 25 divided by 5, you'd think, how many 5s can make 25? That's how you think about division. Or what times 5 is 25? You guys see what we're doing here? What times 4 is 32? What times 7 is 49? Questions on this first box. Over here, number 2 says, which angle below shows angle WXY? Fill in the circle next to all that apply. That usually means there's more than one. Number 3, the Merryman playground is 85 feet long and 50 feet wide. How much area does it cover? How do you find area? Area is
In.
there you go. That's it. That's just a, and actually it's a really easy multiplication problem because 85 times 50, I would probably put the 50 on the bottom. Because if I'm doing partial products, I don't have to take the 0 multiplied by anything, right? Yeah, that's what I would do. Okay. There are 35 colored pencils in a basket and 13 in a box. If 3 friends share them equally, how many will each friend get? First thing that you would need to do is figure out how many total colored pencils there are. Then 3 friends are sharing them. So it's kind of like a division problem, but every division problem can be a multiplication problem. Can I show you that? You guys like to see that? Here's an example. Twelve divided by 3 equals blank. Now, this is an easy one, right? But watch. You see how I changed the division problem into a multiplication problem? So even if you have this, you can just think about it like, what times 3 is? Questions? Remember, if I write it, you could write down some of these things so you remember. Okay, so here you're doing division. This is just practicing what I was talking, and these are related, obviously, right? 9 times what is 45? Once you know what this is, 450 divided by 9, you should have your base. Let me show you. Okay. Example time. 9 times what is 45? Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. 3, 2, 1, class.
5.
All right, 9 times 5 is 45. So here's what I know. I know that 9 times 5 is 45. Can I put the 0 here?
No.
No, they gave me that one. The 50 has to go.
No.
9 times 5 is 45. Bring my 0 over. You guys see how to do this? Yeah, it's not as hard as it looks. Questions, comments, or concerns about the Unit 5 Open Response Super Happy Fun Time Math Jamboree or your math boxes? All right, good. Then what I'm going to do